I know this segment here, I'm not gonna be able to outdo him.
Nah, I'm not gonna do nothing. Because I'm gonna do my seven. We ain't gonna do outdo.
That's fine. No,
we gonna do the outdo.
What I'm saying is,
you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna find energy.
You know what I mean? I don't need energy. My man DB201 gonna create the energy.
Nah, that's fine, and that's good. I'm gonna need the footage.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna need the help behind the camera, because my man here, his story versus my story, ain't no need to listen to my story. You know what I mean? Because he gonna get your story. But like you said though, keeping it 100. You know, it didn't just start with the rooftop like that evening, like all day. It was a day like today.
That's what I'm saying. Give us a day. Give us a day, Kevin Chiles. Back in the '80s when we in the element, the bucket hat, and we doing us. You know what I mean?
If it was a day like today, before I even got to the rooftop, I probably came out early that day and we ran up in some store, a bunch of us, and just bought shit that we didn't need. Just because that's what we did. You know what I mean?
Just wasting money supporting the hustle.
I guess.
That's because supporting the black hustle. Because it was always on 25th in our neighborhood.
And part of it was because when I ran up in the store, I seen you in the store. Or one of us in the store. So you bought 20 of something, I'm gonna buy 25 or something.
You know what I mean? That's what we do.
Because that's just
friendly competition.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we can do it.
And more specifically in Harlem, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So, you know, that day I might have came out earlier in one car. You know, and
give him one. Give him a name so we can throw the footage. We'll get some footage. Give him a name.
I don't know. Man.
One of your joints, huh? One of your fly joints.
Okay, I don't know. My BM in the morning. A Mercedes at night.
There you go.
You know.
There you go.
Or depending on what was going on, because if I bumped into you earlier that day and we got into some banter back and forth about some bullshit,
you already know.
I had my whole crew bring all my cars.
There you go.
And we rode back to back. You know, up to 55th.
You know what I mean?
And all of them will be 4 or 5 of my cars. Just because.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's what Harlem felt like. You know what I mean? Then we would go on the Rucker. You know. Pockets, you know, we wore sweatpants back then, and you had to have.
The pockets got mumps.
They had to be loaded.
So you know, the pockets got mumps.
They had to be like that. Your chain swinging. You know,
what I mean?
You on one side of the court, I'm on the other side of the court.
You know?
We talking shit.
We
betting on dumb shit.
Yeah, you already know. You know?
And we pull up to the rooftop, park on the sidewalk. You know, we jump out. You know, the line is around the corner down the street. We walk straight in. You know what I'm saying? You know,
big shout out to Willie Gusto.
Definitely Willie Gusto.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. You know what I mean?
Tiny.
Yeah.
Sabrina.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? The kids, so you don't forget the kids.
That's a fact.
You know,
we walk through the door as soon as the DJ sees us.
Woo! Tell him what he do.
Oh man, you know, I just see my man. He's in the house.
Now, what music did he say? I want to give a big shout out to my man Kevin Chiles. Kevin Chiles in the house. He just pulled up out front. You know, he got the red drop top outside with the gold rim set all the way to California. Did what he do. Oh, you big out there with the wide body. You know what he do. Oh man, there's a party up in here. Then they hit the woo woo woo, and the lights go off and all that.
Exactly.
Just so you know. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how I wound up doing Club 2000 because I learned from the best.
And and keep in mind again, you 20-something years old, man.
At this time, with all the money in the world.
You own the world.
Man, yo, and I'm not gonna lie, and y'all might hate me for saying this, we're gonna get back to the fly stories. I was so ignorant and cocky and disrespectful. I met this nice young lady. You understand what I'm saying? And I go to her house and I'm in the hallway and I'm smoking a joint. Right. You know what I mean? The mother wasn't there, she wasn't allowed to have company. So when the mother come upstairs, she screwed up her face, talking about who's smoking in the hallway. Right. You know what I mean? So you know me. You know what I mean?
I can only imagine.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I pay my own rent. I pay smoke I want to smoke.
Right.
You told your daughter you ain't want nobody in the house. There ain't nobody going in the house. I'm smoking out here. How you doing? Right. You know what I mean? And I mean, but that was the arrogance and cockiness that I had that I grew out of. You know what I mean? But all that is going in the movie, so I'm going to start promoting the movie towards Roaring Harlem. Yeah, you know what I mean? All that going in the movie, because I'm going to give you unique, uncut, and raw. But, you know, now Kev, he pulled in, got the little joint on. I used to see him on the other side, the jewel. And, you know, all you can do with Kev, get my head knocked.
That's all we did with all of them.
That's it. Yeah. Just the head nod. We ain't had to say nothing more than that, and we was the best of friends with that head nod. Right. Because that head nod was a respect.
Right.
They acknowledge that I see you.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Or if you're driving by just to
boop. You know what I mean? Let you know, flavor recognize flavor.
That's a fact.
We ain't gonna ride by. I'm not gonna grit because his joint hotter than mine's today.
We wasn't no player hating.
You know what I mean? I mean, because every time that, and I'm still talking about it because I love that joint. Every time that red joint drove down the block, I said, man, I got to do something better. I got to do something better. You know what I mean? And only way to do that was to put the Testarossa wide body on it. It took 18 months for me to build the car to outdo his red joint.
Yeah, but guess what?
Give me a picture of the red joint so they can see it when you get a chance. Send me a picture so they see with this joint. And you know what? I ain't even put my wide body. picture out yet. But for Kevin, I'm gonna put my wide body. I got a nice picture of the wide body. When I say wide body, the wheels were 15 inches deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Each rim cost me $8,000, $32,000 just for the rims without the tires to outdo my man. You know what I mean? But you know, it was a fun game. You understand what I'm saying? It was a fun game, and you had to respect it. I'm just sad that the people's got on him and he had to tone it down. You know what I mean? And he didn't get a chance to come back at me, but I won with the wide body. You know what I mean? But he didn't get a chance to come back.
That all depends on who you ask. That depends on who you ask.
There you go. But what I'm saying is, you didn't get a chance to come back because you was already loaded and followed doing you.
Yeah, but
I
didn't need a chance because with that car, I dropped the mic, man. You know what I mean? That's what I'm like.
Yeah, man. And you damn sure did, because that joint was fire, son. And I'm going to keep it 100. That was the hottest joint. And the first real hottest joint to me, you know what I mean, that I seen in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, they didn't have convertibles back then.
No.
That's what
they didn't even know. The car was a four-door car originally, so they had to modify the whole car. It was actually one of two.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying?
The 16 valve.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean? Come on, son. You know I told I had my eye on it.
Yeah, you did. I see.
Yeah, I had my eye on it. Remember, I parked in the garage. Every time I pulled in, I had to look at it. So then I had to go get mine.
Some other dumb shit we did.
You know, come on, man.
We bought a bunch of cars and just put them in different garages. Drive in one with one car, drive out.
Yeah, we can only drive one car, but we got 30 cars.
Yeah, super.
You know what I mean? And 30 of them garages paying everybody goddamn mortgage.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean? Except for our mortgage. When we could have just bought one garage, put all our joints in one garage.
How about that?
You know what I mean?
But then it wouldn't have been fun.
That wouldn't have been unique.
Right. Oh, there you go.
You know what I mean? It wouldn't have been unique. You know what I'm saying? But man, you know, but I said when he rolled up in the rooftop and they called it out, all that scenery, man, we could sit here and tell you stories, man. Like I'm gonna give you one. You know what I mean? Sitting on the corner, in front of the Blimpies. Blimpies ain't there no more, but that's 155th, whatever it done turned into 26 years later. Remember we used to sit at Blimpies by the little payphone? Yeah, payphones, they had those. You know what I mean? We sit in front of Blimpies, and you just see the flyest cars walk by coming off the highway, or they come from 125th side and go in the back by the Colonial. They bust the U-turn, and they come by real slow. Just for you to look at them and know that in our hood world, they made it. You know what I mean?
It's true.
They ain't got a house, but they got the hottest car. You know what I mean? So that's how twisted we was. Let's get it real now, so I'll let y'all know where we at now. So if y'all out there doing it today, y'all know don't do it that way, because we did it yesterday and we ain't do it right. But we should have saved more to have more. You know what I mean? So that we would have been in a better situation for our grandkids today. You know what I mean? But everybody just drive by real slow in the flyest whips, and everybody's just standing out there waiting for it. You understand what I'm saying? And they knew who we were by our cars.
That's a fact. And ain't that crazy? And this is before social media and all that.
Yeah.
Somebody can tell you, they can identify you for your car.
For your car, and that's it.
And the funny thing is, we was entertainment for the street, because think about what that represents, that people identified your car. Like,
before they identified you?
Because your car was so unique.
Exactly.
Again, you know what I'm saying? That it single-handedly identified you to a vehicle that, you know, people could say, yo, I seen your joint come down, you know, whatever, I ain't catch you, whatever. And truth be told, a lot of times I wasn't even in the car, you know what I mean? Because I always had, you know, my dudes would be driving my cars or whatever, but that was, that was interesting, man. Harlem was a very interesting place at the time, man.
Okay, remember the Apollo?
Absolutely.
Okay, now the Apollo, so I'm gonna give y'all another little fly story to go in with this and try and pick up the little pace a little bit. The Apollo, everybody go get I'm talking about, we're gonna take the 88 Apollo, you know what I mean, 89. Everybody go get their Dapper Dan outfit, everyone that's getting Kevin Chiles money. Is going out, you know what I mean? Get they,
putting that shit on,
you know what I mean? Come on, son. You know what I mean? Go get their Dapper Dan outfits with the Louis Vuitton, and you understand what I'm saying? And then when we roll, I'm talking about, this is not just dudes from Harlem. You know what I mean? We had dudes from the Bronx, Queens, everybody. You know what I mean? Go get their Dapper joint, and we all meet up at the Apollo, and we go in there. Now we want the biggest jewels. You know what I mean? Because now you get to see us and not the car. You get to see us outside the car. So we stand up at the bar, they selling these little ass nips for $20 when you go get the whole big bottle for $20 at the Oasis up on Broadway. But in the Apollo, they crushing us $20.
They know what they doing. They see that they know their clientele.
And we sitting up there buying out the bar.
Yeah, just because. I ain't even drink.
You know what I mean? We didn't need to. You know what I mean? The whole point is you can do
production,
it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you want to let them know that we doing it. I'm like, all right, just give me everything you got. How many you got left?
Right.
You know what I mean? All right, give me all the nips. That's what they call the little Moet joint, the nips. Give me all you got. You know what I mean? But we all sitting up there, and it's nothing but, I mean, and when I do the movie, and they see everybody that's depicting us at a bar
Right.
in the Apollo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of money in that building, man. Lot
Dapper
of money
Dan
in that
the
building.
outfits alone
Yeah.
is $250,000.
Yeah, it's a lot
The
of money in that
outfits
building.
alone, we gave Dapper Dan $250,000. That making me a jacket since I've been home. He throw me a jacket for all the money I spent with him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sure. Right.
Thank you. And right now, I'll be teasing him. I talked to Dap on the phone and his grandson. I'm gonna use some footage from his grandson too. I talked to Dap grandson. I said, man, you make sure you let Dap know that I still got 8 jackets in my closet. Official Dapper Dan joints, Gucci, Fendi, you know what I mean? The M3 jacket, the wide body jacket, the twin turbo jacket, you know what I mean? The Bally's, you know what I mean? I got all of that, you know what I mean? 8 jackets at $5,000 a piece. I
right.
got $40,000 worth of his jackets
Right now.
and I'm not gonna give it to him, and I'm not gonna sell it to him. You know what I mean?
What's gonna be worth something, man?
What?
Yeah.
Not for me,
Yeah.
for my grandkids.
Yeah, whoever.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's
Yeah.
where the Smithsonian come in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I wore this.
That's
God
right.
forbid I'll be dead. You know what I mean? And my great grandkid get a chance to have it if my grandkids don't sell it. Where they know that I wore it.
Shout out to Dap too, man.
Big shout out to
very,
Dap.
Very impressed with him. Man.
Yeah,
Proud
come
of
on,
him,
son.
man.
Yeah. All this money at the bar, man. And I mean, if you look at our jewels and what we win, that's $1 million worth. And all this came out the street. And none of us knew what to do with the money.
Well, the part you left out about the
You know?
Apollo on certain nights, especially Wednesdays when it was amateur night.
Oh,
You know what I mean? The kind of money we took bags of money in there just
just to throw it up.
Just throw it in.
Oh,
to the crowd.
what they call it now, making it rain?
Yeah. Well,
You
that
know
was
what I
way
mean?
more than rain.
Yeah,
That
but
was, it was
thank you.
thundering.
It was thundering. We come up in that
Yeah,
joint
exactly.
because you had all the crews up in there. We all had the bags just waiting. When we
Yeah.
see somebody we like, we throwing the money
And we
up
didn't
there.
give a damn. If you threw some money, we
Yeah.
was gonna throw some money,
Yeah.
and the shit just the show. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know what I mean?
I don't even know who was doing what they was
Hey,
doing.
and you know what? That Sandman,
Right.
remember, used to go out and
With
sweep
the
them
brush,
off,
yeah.
sweep the people off
Yeah.
when they did no good.
Yeah.
That son of a bitch, Sandman, you owe me some money, man. Sandman used to sweep that money and act like he's sweeping it in the back. You know what I mean? Like he's sweeping the people off, but he getting some of them, you know, the money we doing. But you know, these are the things that we did, man. I mean, you know, the Apollo, we had Carlos, big shout out to Carlos, Lowe's, Baltimore. You know, Carlos, you know, man.
Yeah, his store was up near you too.
Yeah. You know, you got the barbershop right upstairs. We had the
Shout out to him,
skybox.
definitely,
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, you know, he get his. He fighting.
Another-
You know what I mean?
another good brother.
Yeah,
Got
excellent
life
brother. And Carlos never been in trouble a day in his life. First time getting locked up. Had a heroin sale. He ain't had no murders, no nothing.
Right.
And they gave him a life sentence, like for murder. They had nothing to do with. Well, I ain't gonna say nothing to do with him.
Yeah, but
You
keep
know?
in mind when you're saying it, life sentences were pretty common
What?
back from '87 on to then in 2000.
That was the norm.
Right.
If the feds pick you up, they starting with
Right.
letting you know you're looking at life,
Right.
and then start telling you whatever you give me, we can start chipping it off and going back down
So
backwards.
that was pretty common.
You know what I mean?
As
But-
crazy as that sounded, then.
But I'm gonna keep it 100, and dudes that was down there in Virginia knew me and how I carried it down there. When I went down there in Virginia, I hired a lawyer down there. I ain't gonna say his name because he sued me because I spit in his face.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not mad that I did it, even 20 years later. You know what I mean? Now I'm keeping it 100. You understand what I'm saying? Because when my people hired him, I told them I'm going to trial, get the 3500 material, get the Jinx, get the Brady, and get your private investigator, and let's get ready to go to battle. That's why I hired him for it. The man said he wanted $80,000. I don't have a problem with that.
And that was cheap.
That was cheap. I ain't had a problem with that. Now the man gets the money, and the first visit he come see me,
So you cooperate?
what information you got
Yeah,
to
there
give?
you go.
I'm like, information for what? I gave my people information. They paid you already, right? Yeah, they paid me. No, but what information you got? I'm lost. What information is you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, let's get to this. What did they give you? Let me see what we got, what we fighting, what they got on me. You know what I mean? Oh, no, I didn't get none of that yet. I figured we could make a deal. You know what I mean? And the man sued me and took me to court for assault for spitting in his face. I guess my spit.
No, that is assault.
You know what I mean? No.
For the record.
No,
For anybody who don't know, that is assault.
Yeah, no, that's
Just
what I'm
for the
saying.
record.
Yeah, but I'm looking at life.
Right.
So he could have
Right,
came back,
right,
I would
right.
spit on him
Right,
again.
right.
Because what he gonna give me that's gonna hurt my life
Right.
sentence? You know what I mean? When I told you, dude, we fighting.
Right.
That's it. You understand what I'm saying? We fighting. There's no way that I'm gonna win, and only way to win is to get, you know what I mean, to go to trial and look for the flaws in the trial, because we know they're gonna railroad us. We know they're gonna lie on us. We know, and when they make those mistakes, it's us. That's what your lawyers did.
Appeals,
He
right.
take the notes, and you have an appeal
Objections.
lawyer in there, and they write down the notes behind what they're doing and the appeal points that they want to raise.
Right.
My case got kept. My case got overturned. You already know,
Right.
because they don't know. My case got overturned in 1999. In 1999, my case got overturned, man. You know what I mean? I stayed in jail from 1999 to 2020. They even told me, my case is in 20 books saying it's overturned. You know what I mean? I should have been out of prison. They even told me I should have been out of prison. But they telling me, well, there's no jurisdiction to let you in to give you the relief from the Supreme Court because it wasn't your case in front of them. You know what I mean? It was Eddie Richardson from the Vice Lords. We used his case to deny your case, but the Supreme Court overturned your case in order to overturn his case. But it was his docket number in front of them, not your docket number.
So technical bullshit.
So technically, he gets a life sentence off for the Kingpin, but and the only reason he got that is because he still had life for conspiracy.
Right.
All I had was a Kingpin. They made me a Kingpin. I've never been arrested with selling drugs a day in my life.
Well, I ain't get caught with none either.
Even on this case, you know what I mean? But even on this case here, the one charge they tried me with for selling drugs, I beat that.
And that's another thing, you know, just to chime in right, you know, both of us didn't get physically caught with nothing, and I got charged with selling over 2 tons of cocaine, and there wasn't a gram introduced into evidence. So that's the feds for you.
You know? Now, my joint, a bunch of little dudes down in Virginia, they got caught with,
Miscellaneous.
I'm talking about literally 4 grams, 6 grams. I mean, toys. You know what I mean, shit that people get high with.
Right.
But these is my co-defendants. And they got me sitting there listening to these Lily Pucis ass testimonies. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what saved me in the long run. Because they brought on so much of this little nonsense that when they put the lead agent on the stand, my lawyer said, oh yeah, that's who I want to get up there. So my lawyer said, okay, tell me what Unique's role was in the organization. He go to the chartboard with my name at the top, with everybody's names, and he acting like he a teaching class. Oh, Unique was up here, and he was in New York, and he was sending drugs from Virginia down to his brother. And they said, okay, but what did Unique do down in Virginia? Oh, Unique was at the top. You know what I mean? He's the man. He got everybody in New York. He know where all the drugs is. He owned Club 2000 in the middle of Washington High. Okay, but what did he do in Virginia? You know what I mean? Oh no, you know, Unique, he had 30 cars in New York, and he's at the top, and we followed him. We was in New York. So the judge. Just a big shout out to my judge, Raymond Jackson. Good judge.
Is that the one that overturned the case?
Yeah, that's the same one overturned because he knew it was bullshit.
Right.
So the judge stopped the thing and said, nah, stop that. Tell me, what did he do in Virginia? Why New York is not trying him for selling drugs and Virginia's trying him for selling drugs? And he said, oh no, he's in New York. And they said, I would stop it in New York. Tell me what he did in Virginia. Who brought drugs from Virginia? You know what I mean? And the agent said, oh no, none of these dudes. He sold 20 keys at a time. If you're not buying a duffel bag, that's where we get that from. You're not buying a duffel bag with 20 keys, oh, you can't deal with Unique. You know what I mean? And it's sad to say we don't have anybody, you know, that we caught buying it from him. You understand what I'm saying? Because he haven't given up any names yet. He refused to cooperate.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So these are the games they playing. So that now the judge said, well, you know what? To every testimony, he said, well, if I tell you that I had 100 people came in here, or 20 people came in here saying that they brought a key from him here and 9 ounces and 6 ounces and 7 grams, what would you say? And the agent said, oh, they'll be lying.
Right.
No, the agent, because remember the agent is not allowed in the stand during the trial.
Right.
So he didn't hear the testimony.
Right.
So he didn't know what was going on.
Right.
So he up there.
But you know what his truth is, right?
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean? So after the agent did all of that and he breaks it down, so the judge said, hold up, so you telling me that nobody down here brought drugs from Unique? Said, nah, he's not the kind of guy that you deal with. He's not a nice guy. He's in New York. His brother's down here. His brother's approachable. You know what I mean? His brother worked for him. He said the judge said, okay, but what did he do? So then the judge finally said, you know what, disregard all the testimony you heard about people buying drugs from Unique. So then now, of course, my lawyer asked for a mistrial because they got me on a CCE, which is called continual criminal enterprise. They got what they call continuing criminal enterprise, like you continuously violated drug laws. So they have something called a continual series. That's the 3 drug violations that you have to commit, saying that you violated the law 3 times, like a series. You know what I mean?
Overt acts, right?
Overt acts. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Or felonies.
Right.
So now we got the thing. I don't even have a drug charge. So how am I Kingpin? So the judge said, you know what? We wasted 9 days, 2 weeks dealing with this. So we're gonna move forward, and you're gonna have to take that up on appeal. So that'll give you something to study when you get to Lewisburg.
Bullshit.
You know
That's
what I
how they
mean?
do it, too.
And he knew he was wrong.
Right.
But what I respect about that man, you know what I mean? What I respect about that man is I stood up and I told them, they asked if I had anything to say. And all they kept wanting to say is, man, you sold a lot. They said it on the record, go get my case. Said, man, you sold a lot of drugs, and I know you know a lot of big people. Only way you could help yourself, you know what I mean, is to tell on where you was getting the drugs from, but we know you wasn't bringing it in the country. Right. Then why you want to give me life if you telling me you know I wasn't bringing it in the country? Right. Your Honor, right. You know what I mean? Sure. So now if I got something to say, I already knew it was a setup. So I said, you know what, you're right. I got to go to Lewisburg. It's what I'm thinking in my mind. I got to go to Lewisburg. I got to figure out a way to fight my case, do what I got to do. You know what I mean? So I said, man, you know what, Your Honor, could you send me somewhere where I could further my education? You know what I mean? Because I can't read or write. And
yeah, I was impressed by that too.
You know, I want to be a better person so that when I go home, I can do something for my family. Right. Go read my transcript. Matter of fact, email me and I send it. I might put it up in this.
That's probably
you know
a
what I mean?
thing to do.
Yeah, we're gonna put my transcript so that you see this joint here, son.
How far you came, man. That's dope.
Yo, because the prosecutor jumped up and said, "Oh my God, this man thinks he's gonna see the streets again. He's the worst thing ever hit the streets of America. He's an animal, and he's this, and he deserved to die in jail, and he don't understand. He's never going home." And the prosecutor going home. Right. And then the judge is telling me how my life is a waste. I crammed 26 years of crime, a lifetime of crime.
For clarity, this is right before you come home now. This is the prosecutor still objecting to you being released.
Yeah, the new prosecutor.
This is presently. So people don't even know this ain't your original.
Yeah, exactly.
This is currently. This is right before you actually got, you know,
they still fight.
relief.
You know what I mean? And since I've been in there, I became a certified mentor, a certified suicide prevention specialist. I became a culinary arts cook, mechanic, plumber, electrician, and I got all of that is on my website that people don't saw that signed the clemency, and thank y'all for signing the clemency. Definitely. I did all of this from a man that couldn't read or write. I was 29 years old, couldn't sign my name. You know what I mean? I used to get court papers and have to take the court papers because we didn't have fax and all that. Right. Listen to this, son. I had to take the court papers, you know what I mean, and go and drive out there to LaGuardia Airport or Delta to Delta. Delta had a little side section where you could send a package on the plane and your people pick it up at the other part and wherever else you at. So if you leave your cell phone now and all that, you can send it and it'll be on that flight. So it's like somebody flying to bring it, but you don't have to pay for the body. Right. Back then it was like $48 to send whatever you want. Exactly. I used to have to send my court documents and whatever I, you know, like when I ain't gonna get them. I had some serious charges too, but you know, but I got over that. But when them paperwork was coming, and I didn't want nobody in my business, only person I trust is my brother who was in Virginia. Only person known that I can't read is my brother who's in Virginia. I had to drive to LaGuardia, take the joint over there to Delta Airport, air thing, and I had to bring somebody with me, and I'd be like, yo, I gotta make this call here, I need you to fill this out and send it to my brother. Because I can't tell him I can't read or write. I can't even fill out the slip.
That's crazy, my dude.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But now they put it on, they send the joint down there on the plane, my brother get the joint, and then he called me and read it to me. I did all that to be able to read what's on a piece of paper that came to my door.
You know, even under those circumstances, you show how resilient and resourceful you was, man. So that in of itself tells a lot about your character, man, and how you built. Because like you said, man, like, you know, anybody listening to this and who was running around with you back then was clueless. You mean you was that on top of your game.
Listen, I'm gonna give you one. I just bought the green and white twin turbo. Just gutted it from Burgundy. Got the joint green, white with the rims sitting looking good. I got diamonds on. I got the cardigan on. All Liz Claiborne was my joint back then. You know what I mean? A little pink shirt with the button-down collar, the light blue pants. You know what I mean? Light blue little shorts. You understand? I'm saying I'm giving y'all the outfit. You know what I mean? I might even give y'all a picture. I got pictures of this. You don't remember the cardigans?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? With the T-shirt.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was my style. My little jewel on, said the little sex and all that. Right. But I pull up on this girl up in Mount Vernon. You know who you are, girl. I pull up on in Mount Vernon. You know what I mean? And I got the little the Alpine phone in the car where the joint play out. Right. But mind you, this is when they still got the G.I. Joe box, but in the box, the G.I. Joe box is mounted up onto the seat. Right. So when I pull up on the girl, I'm riding up there, and she said, get off at Summit Avenue. So I'm driving, and you know, like I said, I'm in the twin turbo. I got the T-tops out, got the bass rumbling. I'm playing that new joint. I want to sex you up.
Right.
That joint from New Jack City, and I'm feeling like a character in a movie. You know what I mean? The breeze hitting me. I'm saying, dog, yo, I'm giving it to you real. You know what I mean? So look, so I'm cruising out the joint, the bass bumping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody looking.
Right.
I mean, I'm behind a dude driving, and I'm going 60, 70 miles an hour, and I can see them catching whiplash. Where the hell that music coming from?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm flying up the highway, and I call her back. I said, yo, where you at? She said, I told you get off at Summit Avenue. I said, she said, where you at now? I'm by the waterbed place by the Burger King. She said, oh no, you gotta turn around and go back. You're gonna see Summit Avenue, you can get off and make it right. So I shoot back and I passed that. She said, where you at? I said, man, I'm over there by, what's that, the Yonkers Way Stadium. She said, how the hell you get over there? You know what I mean? I said, I ain't see no damn Summit Avenue. You know what I mean? She said, well, tell me what you see. I describe what I see. Then, I follow it around. And just when we get back to our house, because now I'm mad.
Right.
Because I done wound up from point A to way over here at Yonkers Raceway. You know what I mean? Oh, way over on the Deacon. You know what I mean? I was over there like on the 80 on the Parkway or some shit. So now when I get back over there, I done see them over on the sideline laughing. But I'm keeping it 100. That way y'all learn, and know who I am. You know what I mean? All this going in the movie too. Pitch for the movie. Remember that? Netflix, you motherfuckers better come get this. You know what I mean? Before I charge you more. But anyway, right? So now I shoot back and I get off on the girl block and I pull up at her house. But now I'm angry because she's angry because I'm cussing her out. Like, just stay on the phone and tell me where to go. What is so hard about that? That's how I survive. You know what I mean? I can't tell I can't read.
Right, so
you know what I'm saying?
You're going back and
Yeah. And now I'm way around the corner somewhere. You know what I mean? So now I'm pissed. But I'm not gonna lie, Kev. She was better than the mom.
I'm sure
You know
she
what I mean?
was.
So I went through all that just to get with this.
Right.
So now when I pull up at her house, she live in a nice big house with her grandmother. She come out with the one. She even came to Club 2000 too, and whispered in my ear. I'm gonna tell you all about it in a minute. Speed it up. But look though, right, Suck? I know you gotta get ready to go. We push up on your time, but check it. So we gonna end this with this good one. So now when I pull up, she come out ass everywhere. Yeah, I mean everywhere. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there looking. And let's not forget. She got the baby powder on the chest. Let's not forget the baby powder, son.
You can't.
You know what I
The
mean?
story wouldn't be a good story without
The baby powder. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She got the baby powder, the lip gloss. You know what I mean? Yo, no joke, son. And the blow pop. She had the lime green blow pop to match the whip. You know what I mean? And she get in the joint. Look, she get in the joint and she sitting there with that New York attitude all the way up there from Mount Vernon. That's why I ain't gonna say your name, so you gonna say I'm dissing you. And she take that lollipop and she rolls and turn around the lollipop and look at me. And she said, I wanted to tell her, get out my car. You know what I mean? But she was looking that good and that lollipop looked scrumptious. So, look, I'm keeping it 100. You know what I mean? Look, I'm keeping it 100. So look, so now, she get in the car, we ride to the corner, we ain't say nothing. I just turn the music up all the way. And I'm saying, I'm gonna tear this ass up. You know what I mean? So now I'm chilling. All I wanna do is get in the guts right now and let her pay for this shit. Y'all giving them honest.
I know
you know what I mean? Look, so I'm like, damn, I'm looking at her, and she see me looking, and she eating that lollipop, and she, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, I'm gonna hurt you something bad. As soon as we get to the corner, she screwed the whole night up.
What she do, man?
No, she screwed the night up.
What she do?
She pointed to the sign and said, nigga, they go Summit Avenue. What, you can't read? Hey, yo, son. She called me a nigga. You know what I mean? She should have put that nigga word to bed. Yo, that bitch said, she said, nigga, no, with attitude. Nigga, they go to sign, nigga. What, you can't read? You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Hey, yo, true story.
Yeah, clearly gotta be.
Yo, as
Couldn't
good,
make no shit up like
listen,
that.
as good as that lollipop was looking in her mouth,
Everything out?
I put in reverse, dog. You know what I mean? And then now, forgive me, I was young. You already know what I told her, son.
Yeah.
Bitch, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Take your lollipop with you, you stupid motherfucker. You gonna disrespect me like that? If you figured out I can't read, bitch, you don't tell me you know I can't read. You smart motherfucker. You know what I mean? Play dumb for once. No wonder you up in Mount Vernon. You should have been from the hood. Then you'd have known to let it ride. Then you would have got some of this tonight.
Yeah,
I never talked to that girl again. Then when I opened up Club 2000, I'm up in Club 2000, and I got the pictures from it too. I might even put the picture up because it's a group of girls in it, so y'all got to decide who it is. You know what I mean? Maybe, hey, because I'm quite sure the wrong chick gonna try and claim it to be the center of the
why not
story.
at this point?
You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, so now I got them in there. So when she come give me a hug and she whisper in my ear, "I didn't know you couldn't read." I said, "Bitch, I rode up and down that motherfucking highway with you on the phone for an hour."
DP's got that crazy shit. We keep it crunk up.
Yo, you know what time this is. Unique, the Harlem legend, the icon, the Kingpin. Make sure y'all check out my YouTube channel at Unique Mecca Audio. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like my joints. Make sure you comment on the joints. And make sure you share this joint. All right? Make sure you hit the notification button so you notify when the videos come in. You don't want to miss it. And make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that Unique Mecca Audio got it going on. All right? Hey, make sure you get this joint. It's bananas. A Roaring Harlem at roaringharlem.com. You ain't gonna find another better book. Yo, get this joint while supplies last, because I'm telling you, the best book you're gonna read, 5 stars, it's crack.
All hands